I got my family to do a swear tax after my dad told me off for swearing. So my dad has this mouth like a sailor. Every other word out of his mouth is some form of curse word. He drops F-bombs at breakfast, calls drivers idiots when we're in the car, and basically swears more than anyone I know. It's been like this my whole life. Last week I'm in the kitchen making a sandwich and I drop the mayo jar. It smashes everywhere and I go, oh shit, not again. Pretty normal reaction, right? Wrong. My dad comes storming in like I just committed murder. Watch your language, young lady. I don't want to hear that garbage coming out of your mouth again. I just stared at him. This is the same guy who stubbed his toe yesterday and yelled, son of a bitch, bastard, piece of shit table, loud enough for the neighbors to hear. But somehow me saying shit once is crossing the line? Are you serious right now, Dad? Dead serious. You're better than that. That's when I got the idea. If he wanted to police my language, fine. But fair is fair. Okay, Dad, you're right. Swearing is bad. So let's all stop. Starting now, anyone who swears in this house pays $5 into a jar, family swear tax. He laughed like it was a joke. Sure, honey. Whatever makes you happy. I grabbed an empty pickle jar from the recycling and wrote, swear jar on it with a Sharpie. Put it right on the kitchen counter where everyone could see it. Day one was amazing. Dad walks into the kitchen that morning, sees the coffee pot is empty, and immediately goes, what the hell? Who didn't make more coffee? I held out my hand. $5, please. You're not serious. Dead serious. You said swearing was bad. Pay up. He grumbled, but pulled out his wallet and handed me a $5. I made a big show of dropping it in the jar. By noon, he owed another $10. Once for calling the mailman a damn idiot for delivering to the wrong address, and again for cursing at his computer when it froze. My mom thought it was hilarious until she had to pay $5 for saying crap when she burned dinner. My little brother Kevin tried to get away with saying what the fudge, but I told him substitutes count too. The best part was dinner that night. Dad was telling us about his day at work and goes, so this jackass customer comes in and then stops mid-sentence. You could see him realize what he almost said. He looks at the jar, looks at me, and very carefully says, this difficult customer comes in. I gave him a little golf clap. Learning already. I'm so proud. Week 2 is when things got really interesting. Dad started carrying around a notebook to track how much money he was spending on swearing. Turns out when you have to pay for every curse word, you notice how much you actually swear. He was dropping like $30 to $40 a week easy. Mom was at about 15. Kevin managed to keep it under 10 because he's only 12 and doesn't swear that much anyway. The turning point came when Dad was watching football. His team fumbled on the 1-yard line and he unleashed this string of profanity that lasted a good 30 seconds. I counted at least 8 different curse words. That's $40, Dad. He just sat there staring at the TV. Then he pulled out his wallet, counted out 2 20s, and dropped them in the jar without saying a word. After that, he started really trying. He'd catch himself mid-curse and switch to weird substitutes. Son of a biscuit eater became his go-to. What the fudge sickle was another favorite. Sometimes he'd just make random noises instead of swearing. The jar filled up fast. After a month, we had over $200 in there. I suggested we use it for a family dinner at that nice steakhouse downtown. Dad agreed, probably because he felt guilty about contributing most of the money. At dinner, he raised his glass of water and said, here's to my daughter for teaching this old dog new tricks, and for proving that sometimes the best lessons come from the most annoying kids. I raised my glass back. Here's to Dad for finally admitting he has a potty mouth. He laughed and said, damn right I do, then immediately reached for his wallet before remembering we weren't at home. The swear jar is still on our counter 6 months later. We use the money for family activities now.